Creative Ministry in a Digital Age. Today, session number 13. Session number 5 out of 6. Alright, I was reading the calendar thing. Today is July 13th. We may have some people coming in, so you might excuse me if I have to break from here for a second, but I'll keep the title up on here. We're about ready to start, yes. Alright. Let's bring up the main screen.
Hey, Dad.
Hello.
How's it going?
Alright, and we're live. Okay, I think that's better. Okay. It was too small. So we're live on the internet, on YouTube, and I think Rob's going to show up soon.
I don't have no idea. He's usually late, isn't he?
That's true. Well, maybe I should go ahead and get started. Yep. So this is session 5, Creative Ministry in a Digital Age. This is AI music. This one is about AI music creation in practice, using Suno as an example. So up to this point, we learned how to shape lyrics, how to understand music structure, how to guide AI, and now we move to actually creating music step by step using AI tools. What AI music tools do? Tools like Suno can generate melodies, create arrangements, produce full songs. What they don't do, they don't replace your message, your intent, your direction. And we're trying to push towards, obviously, having the user produce more content as far as the lyrics end goes, and Suno is used mostly for the music part, and singing. You can replace your voice, and we'll talk about that as we get through this. AI responds to you, does not lead you. There's two approaches to lyrics. When working with AI tools, there are two valid approaches. You can write your own lyrics, or you can use AI to assist. I'm not telling people to use the magic prompt and have it just automatically generate lyrics. Come on in. Oh, you're at the dance practice. Oh, okay. Sorry. You can also combine both. Important insight. You're not required to use AI for lyrics. You decide how much to use it. Overview of the process. We're going to follow a simple flow. We have idea or scripture. We have lyrics, style and instruments, generation of the music, review and refine. Now, the last session we talked about actually creating a song. For this session, I actually finished creating something which I will share, and you can see how it gets put into Suno, and we can put some music together with it. So what I'm doing is a song about a person in the Bible. Oops, that's the wrong one. Okay, there it is. His name is Abishua, and he was the grandson or great-grandson of Aaron. Let's see, Aaron, then came Eleazar, then Phineas, and then Abishua. So it'd be You got son, grandson, great grandson. Okay. Um, and he was on Mount Gerizim, and praise the Lord. And there's actually a story that the Samaritans share that they have the oldest copy of the Torah in existence. This is what they claim. Although the one they show everybody is a copy that's only a few hundred years old, rather than the one that's supposedly handwritten by Abishua. Um, but aside from the lore and stuff, um, it is said that he wrote, using acrostics, he wrote a message running down the side of the text about his time there on the mountain. And so I decided to create a song. It would be Abishua's song. It's called Generation to Generation. And so we'll come back to that here in a little bit. I'm going to continue with the rest of the text here. Now, working with lyrics, we said you could write your own. You use AI to assist or combine. Um, when you are working with AI and you want it to help you produce something, but you don't want it to just automatically start spitting stuff out, you need to write a sentence down, say, don't generate out, let's refine this, please hold back, I want to do my own thing here.
So how do you do that with the?
You just type it in.
Yeah, you have an asterisk.
In a chat GPT or a program like that,
Or you're looking at, that's not into the AI.
You can't do it in Suno. Suno's got the prompts and stuff, and it's more automated. So my recommendations are to use Google Gemini or to use Chat GPT or something like that when you want to work with your lyrics.
Well, I'm
Hmm?
not like, I'm not looking at into the working with lyrics. I'm like, because you had up in the beginning into there, sorry, I'm kind of like getting me off into the whole thing.
Go ahead.
Because I'm looking at into the part, how do you tell the AI music program
We're going to
what
do
you
that.
want? Yeah,
We're going to do that.
Okay.
We're getting that way, and we're going to do that today.
Okay.
All right. All right. So, why it matters is so you can shape your own message, improve your structure, avoid rushed results, instead of just sounding like something that was spit out by an AI by itself. You want a large part of your human work to go into this, not automation. Um, Now, we have instruments and sound design for AI music tools. In creating music with AI, you're not just choosing lyrics and style, you're also choosing sound. All right. What instruments matter? Tone, emotion, cultural feel, energy. That is all very well expressed in different kinds of instruments. Um, if you weren't writing AI, these would still be good things to know, because if you were putting together a group of people to play something, having familiarity with instruments is part of shaping your music. Acoustic guitar, electric guitar. Now, with electric guitar, I really didn't get into all of the effects, but there are phasers and flangers, and there's distortion pedals, and there are things like that which you can find information on the internet and read about. You can maybe hear some people do YouTube examples, but those are good things to know about. And you use these for warmth, for melody, emotional depth. And because we're in this Messianic Jewish background, we focus also on Middle Eastern instruments, and some instruments are used in Jewish music. Like from Arabic music, you hear the oud and the ney, and in both cultures, you can hear the bouzouki. Okay, oh, by the way, there's two kinds of bouzouki's. There is the Middle Eastern one, and there's the Irish one. Uh, don't be confused by that. And then there's mandolin, which I really like to use. And gives cultural identity, traditional sound, expressive phrasing. And you were going to do Irish music, you'd want to know about high whistles and low whistles, and the bowron, and which is a drum, frame drum, and and some of the other instruments. You got the violin, the crwth. Anyway, there's lots of instruments to consider. And then the brass and winds: trumpet, saxophone, flute, clarinet. And you can use these for boldness and melodic lines, expressive accents. Accents are really interesting. I know now saxophone, if you use it, it tends to want to lean towards the jazz end. Uh, AIs tend to have some of their own. You got to actually tell it sometimes. Says we're not doing jazz, so we're using a saxophone, but don't do jazz. Or he says, yeah, it's jazz. Eat your heart out. Go at it. It's anyway. Rhythm section, drums. Okay, so there's different kinds of drum sets. There's hand percussion. There's like tablas and taikos. I'm probably butchering the name. Tambourines, shakers. Use it for groove, movement, energy. Um, and then we got bass, electric bass, upright bass. That's your main stuff. But there's all kinds of bass, and there's effects on bass. There's like a slap bass, and there's I can't remember all the different names. Um, anyway, use these for foundation and rhythm support. Um, keys and pads. So you got piano, keyboard, you got piano, you got organ. There's different kinds of organs, lots of different kinds of organs to get familiar with. Synth pads, okay, which can add for that mood, the atmosphere, harmony, that cinematic feel. Okay, and then using instruments in AI is putting in the style section these descriptions, and you can combine instruments. You can also put instrument instructions in your lyric lines, so that you want to start out with a folk like sound with an acoustic guitar, um, and then move into like some brass or something. You can do that. You can state those things in instructions. You'll put them in brackets, and I'll show you that here in a minute. All right, so we have combining instruments: traditional, modern, acoustic, electronic, and with AI you can combine instruments that are normally not combined, which gives you some really interesting sound. Which back in the earlier days, that was the thing that these sound directors, like people at studios, were looking for. They were looking for some signature sound. Okay. But don't wear it out too. Sometimes the people will pick a certain sound and they stick to it, and then they become boring. So you got to get used to changing things now and then, keep it interesting. Um, Try different combinations. Change one instrument. Listen to the result. Small changes make a big difference. All right. You don't have to know every single instrument, but start with a few that you recognize and build your repertoire over time. If you find some samples online of different instruments, make yourself some recordings so you can have those to jog your memory on stuff. It's funny to me, I grew up playing instruments for many years. I played in high school band, I played congregation for what, 40 years almost. And, uh, and it's like, I recognize a trumpet from a trombone or a fiddle or flute or anything for that matter. I can point those out. But apparently, a lot of people can't do that, which I was kind of surprised. But anyway, instruments shape how your message is felt, not just heard. And the right combination of instruments can bring your song to life. We have a cheat sheet here. We have, first of all, musical signature feel. You got 4/4 time, which a lot of things are in, straight and driving. You got 3/4, the waltz. 6/8 is rolling and nice and worshipful. Um, 12/8, you got that cinematic gospel swing. And you get the rare 5/4, which is uneasy, progressive. And once in a while, you'll see stuff with that. Sometimes people alternate rather than 5/4. They're doing, see, is it 3/4 and 2/4 or something like that. And then there's 7/8, complex, ethnic, anyway. And then there's meters. The common meter, like in Amazing Grace, which is the 8/6/8/6 rhythm. And then you got the 8/8/8/8 with your each of your verses lines having that 8 beats. 8 dot 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 dot
So
dot dot
the
dot
question
dot.
that goes into
Go
this
ahead.
is, why do you need to know this?
These should go in your command line. These types of instructions are things that you can feed the AI to get it to play what you want it to play,
Okay,
which is why
okay,
I'm talking about it.
okay. I don't know.
All right, then there's a
'Cause I never
ballad.
use it.
Yep. Well, I would suggest experimenting with them because you'll find some really good use out of
I
them.
mean, they already have into the whole part of like
They understand
maybe
this
like
stuff.
waltz,
This is,
cinematic,
yeah,
things like that, but it doesn't into like a common meter, long meter, ballet meter. I
yep,
don't even know what that is.
yep. Ballad of Jed Clampett,
Okay.
Amazing Grace,
Okay.
Gilligan's
So
Island.
it's a certain.
All those are common meter
So,
songs.
so you're just basically saying that it's just a style.
It's a what?
It's a style.
Style, yeah. It's the cadence behind the
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
So it kind of defines a good part of the melody of the song.
Yeah.
It's not defining the pitch of the notes, but it's defining the beat.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So today we covered purpose music, sources of songs, scripture-based writing, style, meter, modes, manual songwriting, phrasing and space, call and response. There's duets and inner voice, AI lyric creation, prompting and control, iterative development, and full song demo, which we're going to do. All right, so here is an example. Choose a scripture idea, write a simple lyric, and then define how you want it to sound. Um, and then your song, you come up with a style. It's like, for example, Messianic Jewish rock, 6/8, cinematic, expressive, mandolin tremolo, ney accents. You know what a ney is? Ney is like an Arabic flute. It's a very sine wave sounding sound. It's not like your BAME type flutes. It's very and it leads really well in sound. Saxophone lead, upright bass, brush snare. Okay, what style controls? All right, so here we have instruments: the mandolin tremolo and the accents, uh, saxophone lead, upright bass, brush snare. You can also say things like full drum kit. Um, and you can also say things like fat drums, fat percussion, where in percussion they'll either use something on top of the drum, but in professional percussion they will tune the upper head and the lower head of a snare drum differently, and it gives it what they call fat sound. There's groups like ELO that do that. Um, and then the mood, expressive. Okay, so you want expressive, or you want something that's quiet. Um, and then there's energy, uh, and in this case, rock, cinematic. Um, Expressive influences this. And then there's the pulse, the 6/8. Okay, so now we're going to go on down here, and in this case, Messianic rock, the cultural feel. Um, Using descriptive keywords: expressive, mellow, thoughtful, cinematic. Energy level: quiet and reflective, or energetic and powerful. Um, and then the instruments: guitar, piano, ney, bouzouki, saxophone, percussion. There's more. I think I have a list in here that of all kinds of instruments that you can look at. It's just some that I rattled off. Um, Generate a new song. Once ready, you generate the track. The first version is usually good but not final. You'll have to discover through the iterations. You listen, hear things you like or don't like, and adjust your commands to make it more like what you want. Um, like make it more cinematic, simplify the chorus, stronger rhythm. Um, you can ask multiple things. Sometimes it's good to change one thing at a time to know what's doing what. Um, and then um, there's modes like a Havaraba. There's traditional modes like Mixolydian or Lydian, which have a nice feel to them. Um, Instrument variation. So you might have a lead instrument. Maybe you have some electric guitar you want to use as the lead. And maybe it's a distortion guitar. You want to do some rock music or something. Um, and then your rhythm section. Drums. Do you want some shakers? Do you want some wood blocks? You can command those too in the lyric text where you want those. Uh, and then there's creative exploration. Genres. Okay. And AI might mispronounce words. It does do that, especially if you're using Hebrew. Okay? And what you can do is you can go to one of the regular chat
Well,
AI
how do you put
programs.
the Hebrew on there? Do
Huh?
you put the actual Hebrew
Yeah, actually use
letters or
actual
the
Hebrew
word?
text
Yeah.
and tell it to generate it with Nikud, which are the little dots,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, I never had a problem with them doing the actual Hebrew.
Yeah,
But when I put into, well, they have a hard time pronouncing the guttural aspect of things.
yeah.
But for instance, like you write the word shalom, it'll say shalom, but it might miss.
It might say Baruch
Or
Hashem instead
well,
of Baruch Hashem.
yeah, it might kind of like. But if you put the Hebrew, the actual Hebrew
Yeah.
uh, symbols, and
Hmm.
all kind of thing. uh, the chances for it to mispronounce it is a lot less.
Yeah, and when you have the Nikud, it almost takes it away totally.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so it's good to know that. You can also probably get pronunciation patterns for words from Wikipedia or some dictionary program, because even English words will sometimes get mispronounced. Uh, that's another thing, region. Do you want something to sing with a British accent or do you want to sing with an American accent? Sometimes you have to specify.
Okay, then could you actually show how you do that? Because like that's what I was trying to do, and I can never get it to do that.
To do what again?
Like a British accent,
Yeah.
I can never get it to do that.
Uh, there's a slider that says styles, and it's like set on 50, and if you slide it over more
Well,
to 80.
that's in Suno, but that's not in
Oh,
my thing. So
because well, there might be a way to get it to follow the style. Sometimes they hide those things. In
well,
Suno, it's a drop down box. You have to click on this
well,
box and it
yeah,
opens
but
up.
this only has a certain amount.
I see.
And so you'd have to actually put it in there, but that isn't. I don't know. But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So you can go back, refine your lyrics, and regenerate, trim audio if needed. Um, Once satisfied, you can then download your track, save your files, prepare for editing or publishing. The publishing will be on the next class, obviously. So now let's go on here. So you don't expect perfection on the first try. The process is part of creation. You're not just pressing a button, you're guiding, shaping, refining. So, live demonstration. All right, so first of all, let me see how much more we got on here before it ends. Yeah, we're ready for the live demonstration. So we can get past all this right here. Um, we're going to create a song. Well, I already created a song. We're going to use the song in Suno. All right, so this is the song. After the days of Moses and Joshua, the Lord remained faithful to his covenant. From Aaron came Eleazar. This is at the beginning of the song, this is actually a narration. And then after the narration, singing begins. And then from this point, I can actually I'm going to put in the word singing so that it gets stuck in narration. But generally, Suno likes to jump right into singing, so sometimes you have a hard time getting it to even get the narration straight because it wants to jump into singing right away.
So into your brackets, that is one aspect of programming it.
It is.
Tell it what to do. Okay.
You can put commands in the brackets to do.
You have a list of the commands that you?
Basically, it's just English language.
Well, I'm just saying as
It's
far
not
as
like
into,
it's not like a predefined set of commands like a computer language.
Okay.
It's supposed to understand conversational English. That's the whole point of what they call LLM,
Well, this doesn't.
large.
I mean, I put into the bracket, put a male voice,
And then a female comes.
and it mixes into the male and the female.
Yeah.
Into the whole part. So I don't. That's what I'm trying to get into.
Oh, it can be very stubborn at times, and I can understand why that would be frustrating.
Because it doesn't want to listen to what I want. It wants to do its own thing.
It wants to do what it wants to do. Yeah, sometimes you have to put commands in more than one place too. So we have the verse, chorus, and I'm going to do one more thing. I am going to put brackets, and I'm just going to say narration like that too,
Okay.
because this other part here with all this busy talk with the words, I sometimes find that if you talk to it real simple,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it understands better. I mean, yeah,
And it
you
gets
know.
mixed up into
Oh, yeah.
various different things. You don't
AIs
know
do
what,
some,
how.
yeah, AIs do something called hallucination.
Okay.
Okay, it's not that they're on drugs or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's that an AI has the amount of neuron uh, simulation of human brain neurons. It has the amount of neurons of as that of a small animal, not as a human. What gives it its ability to do things that amaze us is that it does it really fast. AI works in the gigahertz speed realm. Human brain works in a kilohertz. That's a thousand times faster. Okay, but it can't think as in depth as a human can. It's good to know that about just how they work, and you can ask them sometimes how they work, and they will tell you. It helps if you have a little programming and engineering background, but anyway, it's fun to have these conversations. Here's an example where I had some Hebrew, and I actually put the Hebrew in here twice. Um, yeah, I don't know. I might take out the second time through it. I'm going to listen to it first. That's what I'm going to do. If I like hearing it twice, I'll do it. If I don't, I'll take it out. So there are some things that uh, discussed with um, Chat GPT on this, and it suggested some sounds like water flowing and the shofar and stuff like this. I don't know if Suno's going to be able to do that. Okay.
They usually can't do that.
Sometimes it can do certain things, sometimes it doesn't. If I were going to do a shofar sound in this, I would just use Audacity and mix in my own version of that. So, um, which I could do that. That's another thing I could do if I wanted to. I could play something and I could use my wind synth and just play my own part in there and mix it in with Audacity. Uh, just nothing stopping you from adding stuff to your own AI recording. All right, so we're going to start Suno. All right, so here we are. We're in Suno, waiting for it to catch up.
Now, Suno it was bought by Disney, right?
Huh?
Suno was bought by Disney, right?
It's not yours, but it's kind of like it in a way. Um, it's the one I use. Um, so on here, I'm going to click on create. Was already there, but that's okay. So I'm going to go back to the song that I have here. Hit Control A, which highlights everything, and then Control C, which is copy. And then I'm going to go into the lyrics box. All right, and hit Control V. Okay, come on, lyrics. Hang on a second. Voice, okay, create, yes. It's still loading or something. Advance, yeah. Okay. Instrumental with no vocals. I don't want an instrumental. Okay. I usually can expand this box out. Okay. Let's reload that. Little technical difficulty here. I'm used to doing this at home too on a much bigger screen.
Oh, you can turn yourself around and look at
Huh?
you can turn yourself around and look at the big screen there.
Yes, I
You use
know.
your mouse.
Well, I'm just
There you
talking
go.
about that. I was talking about wider too. Um, I can use expand this. Oh, come on. Let's pick a voice. Now I have my voice in here. Okay. I'm going to use that. I was
So
hoping
how did
this.
you do that?
Huh?
How did you do that? You just
The way you do a voice is when you go into the voice mode, you can either click on record and sing into it, or you could take a recording of something you've done and upload that audio to it.
so you didn't go to a studio or anything like that?
Hmm?
You didn't go to a studio or anything like that?
Actually, I had a song that I did like 15 years ago
Okay.
in a studio.
So it was studio.
So it
Yeah.
was that was done in a
So
studio.
that's what I have to do is
Better the
I have to.
quality
Well, yeah.
helps too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I try to do it
Okay.
just with the mic and stuff, and not good.
All right. Why is this doing this? Let's put our styles.
Well, you got in there that.
Yeah. Well, styles. I'm gonna paste my styles in. All right. There's that. Hmm. More options. Put in our title. Generation to generation. All right. So I got that set now, and let's read about the styles I got here. So I picked this Messianic Jewish cinematic worship, okay, orchestral folk, warm piano, gentle acoustic guitar, expressive cello, Middle Eastern strings, duduk, clarinet, soft frame drum, subtle shofar accents. Like, I don't know if it's going to do that or not. Flowing flute, rich male baritone lead, mixed choir harmonies, reverent spoken narration opening, emotional orchestral build, majestic yet intimate, inspired by ancient Israel, worshipful and timeless. 72 beats per minute, 4/4 time, spacious reverb, a cinematic ending with the sound of flowing water. All right, so we got that part into the system. Now let's try to get our. Why is it doing this here? Instrumental. It's
Maybe
not
you need to
letting
delete
me.
that part.
Huh?
Maybe you need to delete that part. I don't know.
Delete what part?
It says the song will be instrumental with no vocals.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to do that, and it's not changing. It's I didn't do this before. Um, advanced sounds. I don't want to do sounds. Let's do simple. Song description. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Gotta find my text now. So here's my song. Copy. Usually you can put that in advance. So Control V. All my text is now in there. And I'm going to switch it now to advanced because, oh, look at that. It won't do that. I guess something's broken in here. Okay, lyrics. Add your own lyrics. Song description plus lyrics. They've changed something in the software. Oh, that's weird. they'd have to do this on the very night I do some meeting, huh? Okay. Let's see. Suggestions. Oh, look at that. Okay. I can expand that down now. Um, it's doing this very specific, weird way of roll for a random. No, I don't want that. Okay, back to advanced. I'm used to having advanced setup. Styles. Also, on Suno, they got this blue button you can click.
Right, you can
Looks at your
drag that
styles and it suggests
to enhance.
to enhance. You can use it, or sometimes you can. Sometimes they just ignore it. Um, generation to generation.
What's that? More options. What is that?
More options. Let's click on it. Okay, so normally, oh look at that. There it is. Right. Bam. They put a new control in here, and it was hidden. So now there's my lyrics. Bam. My lyrics are now in there. Okay. They threw a new thing at me. All right. I already have my own voice in here, so chances are it's going to be okay on that. Create your own. Got it. Yeah, I know about that. I don't want to do that. I've got my styles. I got my lyrics. Okay. I want to turn weirdness up to about 65% to start with. Alright, I'll make it 63. Weirdness sometimes makes it flow better.
I don't know. They don't have any of that sort of stuff on.
Alright. Sure they're not hiding it somewhere like they did with this? I'm going to turn up style influence to, before it goes into red, to 85. Okay. Audio. The style influence says how closely to follow your instructions.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
So you turn it up really high and say, hey, please follow my instructions. Right. And I got to put the title back in again. I guess it lost it when it changed. All right. Generation to generation. Audio influence. I'm not doing a cover song, so I don't need to worry about that. And I turn up too high, it will start picking up whatever music that this vocal references in. And I don't want it to do that either. So at this point, I'm ready to hear it.
Okay.
So I'm going to click Create. And you wonder why it does it so fast. It's faster than the time it takes to actually make a song. Is because AI is writing the song at like several times faster than.
So how do you know that your creation is an original?
Well, for one thing, if my creation that I have here, yeah, okay, some of my creation uses stuff from the scripture itself. All right. So I already know right then and there that, I've got things that are coming. I've got references to scripture in my text. So it's not total 100% my own work. It's also some scripture involved.
Everybody's
it's paraphrased.
Kind of like mash.
It's in my.
What I'm just saying is that
it's in my own words.
In the one that I use, they have an actual thing that you click on, original, and it will produce into indicating that it's an original song.
In Suno, if you put something in that it finds that it's copyrighted, big orange thing pops up
Okay.
and
Okay.
tells you
Okay.
that you can't
That's
use
what
it.
I was wondering.
Yeah,
That's
it tells you that. All right. So we have a song. We're going to. I wonder if we can get our audio coming out of that
It's
set.
still generating.
No, it's ready. I think.
You got the.
Update your browser to keep listening. Playback is in support on this browser. What?
It's still generating. You see this, the circle? It's
Gotcha.
still generating.
Well, it's generating the time indicator.
Okay, then click on the play.
All right.
Where you're at, click on the play.
Yeah, I'm not hearing
Well,
sound.
because
What?
you're not playing it. Click on the play.
On the what?
On the play.
Yeah, I know that, but okay, I hear
No,
sound now.
on the bottom right there, you have generation.
I could have done that, yes. You can also, oh,
Yeah, what I'm just saying is that.
yeah, I know, you can click on it up here
Yeah,
too.
right here.
You can also click on
After the days of Moses and Joshua, the Lord remained faithful to his covenant. From Aaron came Eleazar. From Eleazar came Phinehas. From Phinehas came Abishua. As one generation passed the promises of God to the next, a young priest climbed the holy mountain with a sacred calling to preserve the words of the covenant. This is a song of God's faithfulness.
I'm sorry, what?
Can I see the Suno version?
Yeah.
Can't you kind of like bring this up, and words are attached to it, or is just it doesn't?
Oh, hang on. Actually, I can click on this. Oh, let me turn around.
Or into this right here. I don't know what that.
There it is.
There you go. There you go. That way, instead of looking at your, because it's a little bit hard to look at that.
Okay.
You could look at your thing,
Yeah, there it
and
is.
that's easier to look at.
All right.
After the days of Moses and Joshua,
Starting
the Lord remained faithful to his covenant. From Aaron came Eleazar. From Eleazar came Phinehas. From Phinehas came Abishua. As one generation passed the promises of God to the next, a young priest climbed the holy mountain with a sacred calling to preserve the words of the covenant. This is a song of God's faithfulness. From generation to generation. The morning light awoke the hills as gentle winds embraced the trees. The songs of birds filled all the air, your living breath in every breeze. The deer moved softly through the fields, the eagle soared where few have trod. With every step I climbed the mount, my heart gave thanks, O faithful God. From Aaron's house to this new day, your covenant has led the way. Now with humble hands I come to guard the words you have begun. Your word endures through every age, your covenant will never fail. Adonai, forever faithful, every promise shall prevail. From generation unto generation, your truth remains, your mercies flow. We will remember all your wonders wherever living waters go. Before me lay the sacred words, the covenant our fathers knew, each line a witness of your grace, each promise ever firm and true. With careful hand and reverent heart I wrote what you had long proclaimed, not for my honor or my name, but that your glory be retained. Faithfulness from generation to generation. בריתך עומדת לעולם, בריתך עומדת לעולם. Your covenant stands forever. Adonai, you are faithful. Adonai, your word remains from generation to generation. Your covenant shall never fail. Your word endures through every age. Your covenant will never fail. Adonai, forever faithful. Every promise shall prevail. From generation unto generation, your living waters ever flow. אמונתך לדור ודור. בריתך עומדת לעולם. Like rivers flowing from the mountain, your mercy never runs dry. Your word shall stand forevermore. Adonai, be lifted
I didn't think it would.
I tried to do it. I even put it in there in the song thing. I put parentheses and it's just shofar.
All right. So,
yeah.
all right. So now we got to go back.
So how would you do into, like, say if a part in there you want a female voice to get in there? How would you do
Duet.
That? Huh?
The word duet. Let's try that. Then we can listen to the other demo, or we can just go ahead and try this duet thing. Let's try that. First of all, you can specify where the male and female voice is. I have to tell you, it's really bad about not doing it in the right place. Mm-hmm. It really is.
Okay, so how do you do that? Is it parentheses, or it is the
okay
brackets or the quotations? How do you do that?
Let's do this. Let's take ChatGPT, which has the reference to the song. Okay. Can you adjust the lyrics for a duet? We're going to try it.
So what does a duet mean? I mean, what is that?
Two.
Like,
Two.
Okay.
It's from the word do,
Okay.
duo,
Okay.
you know. A duet is two singers.
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
but
oh.
It doesn't really specify anything.
Normally you would say male or female.
Yeah.
Okay, so most time when people say duet, it usually means male and female. It doesn't guarantee that. You could have people singing parts, but generally a lot of times it kind of assumes that. In this case, it did assume male and female, so we were no problem there. So opening narration, male spoken.
Also,
Okay.
you'd be putting up
See,
parentheses, male spoken.
there's this male,
This would be parentheses.
female. Yeah, well,
Well, what's pre-chorus?
yeah, it's doing parentheses, but sometimes the parentheses gets, sometimes it screws up on the parentheses and actually sings what's in the parentheses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it do that.
Well, is there a way that you can actually
You can search and replace,
separate it like
change them
okay,
and change the parentheses into brackets.
Well, couldn't you just bracket the whole thing?
Yeah,
And keep the
yes, you could.
and keep the
let's try. Let's try it as. Let's try it without changing it. Just see what happens. All right. So I'm going to Control A, and then Control V. I just pasted the text. Looks like the Hebrew got right aligned, which is because it's Hebrew. I wouldn't worry about that. It'll still pronounce it correctly. But see, it's right to left, so it wants to put it on the right edge instead of the left edge, which is because Hebrew is right to
I
left.
noticed you had the star in there. What does that do? What is the difference between the star in there?
Well, I know
parentheses?
ChatGPT tries to direct its attention to something, but I don't think it really does that much.
In as far as with Suno?
I don't think the star with Suno really does that much of anything. That's my opinion.
I mean, it did, when it did bring into the...
It's still pronounced...
Singing, it didn't sing it, it actually pronounced it.
It pronounced it, and it also waited for a second to kind of accentuate it. So maybe it worked. I don't really know for sure. I'm going to try this out. Okay. I'm going to hit create. Wait a minute, one more thing. Before I do that, make sure see, I thought so. The title got wiped out.
But you have to do the whole thing over, or no?
I just got to type it again.
Okay. Well, what I have, you don't have to do any of that.
Normally you don't, but I'm on a different...
All you just do is just kind of like maybe make some adjustment in the field.
Yeah. Normally I don't have to do that, but on this laptop it behaves a little different, I guess. I'm not my usual... I like to have two screens, two big screens when I'm working, that's... Well, I'm blind in one eye after all, so... Alright, so, we're generating these top two right here. Whenever you click the create button, it makes two songs.
Well, you could actually listen to the other one while you're like, while you're generating.
You can.
And by that time...
After the days of Moses and Joshua, the Lord remained faithful to his covenant. From Aaron came Eleazar, from Eleazar came Phinehas, from Phinehas came Abishua.
So let's go to here.
As one generation passed the promises of God to the next, a young priest climbed the holy mountain with a sacred calling to preserve the words of the covenant. This is a song of God's faithfulness.
He sang that, didn't it?
From generation to generation. The morning light awoke the hills as gentle winds embraced the trees. The songs of birds filled all the air, your living breath in every breeze. The deer moves softly through the fields. The eagle soared where few have trod. With every step I climbed the mount, my heart gave thanks, O faithful God. From Aaron's house to this new day, your covenant has led the way. Now with humble hands I come to guard the words you have begun. Your word endures through every age. Your covenant will never fail. Adonai, forever faithful. Every promise shall prevail. From generation unto generation, your truth remains, your mercies flow. We will remember all your wonders wherever living waters go. Before me lay the sacred words, the covenant our fathers knew. Each line a witness of your grace, each promise ever firm and true. With careful hand and reverent heart, I wrote what you had long proclaimed, not for my honor or my name, but that your glory be retained.
Write it down there.
Your faithfulness from generation to generation.
Yeah, you can have the chorus, chorus. You can have all the chorus too. Chorus 1, chorus 2.
You are faithful. Your word remains from generation to generation. Your covenant shall never fade. Your word endures through every age. Your covenant will never fail. Adonai, forever faithful. Every promise shall prevail. From generation unto generation, your living waters ever flow. Emunatcha beritcha omedet le'olam. Like rivers flowing from the mountain, your mercy never runs dry. Your word shall stand forevermore. Adonai, be lifted high.
Got some vocables, huh? Vocables. You know, Lili and so you can have your vocables. That's another one. I've done some Native American
You're
stuff
gonna do
too.
your, like, generation.
Yeah, we're gonna do this
Okay.
one now, the new ones.
Right.
So here's the new one, and rewind this.
After the days of Moses and Joshua, the Lord remained faithful to his covenant. From Aaron came Eleazar, from Eleazar came Phinehas,
Now it's singing. See,
from Phinehas came Abishua.
So that was the
As one generation passed, the promises of God to the
and get
next,
excited.
a young priest climbed the
Last time I had
holy
the word
mountain
narration
with
in
a sacred
brackets. I
calling
didn't do that this time.
to preserve the words
So
of the
sometimes
covenant.
Sometimes simple commands work better than really lengthy sentences.
This is a song of God's faithfulness.
What did I do on styles? So they're still the same. Okay. I didn't change them.
The more gentle winds embrace the trees. The songs of birds filled all the air, your living breath in every breeze. The deer moved softly through the fields, the eagle soared where few have trod. With every step I climbed the mount, my heart gave thanks, O faithful God.
From Aaron's house to this new day, your covenant has led the way.
Your faithfulness has never failed through every promise you have made.
Now with humble hands we come
to guard the words you have begun. Your word endures through every age, your covenant will never fail. Adonai, forever faithful, every promise shall prevail.
from generation unto generation.
Your truth remains, your mercies flow.
We will remember all your wonders.
Wherever living waters go. Before me lay the sacred words, the covenant our fathers knew. Each line a witness of your grace, each promise ever firm and true.
We read the words that you preserved and blessed the God who called your hand. His covenant still lights our path, His truth forever shall endure.
Not for our honor or our name, but that your glory be proclaimed.
Your word endures through every age. Your covenant will never fail.
Your faithfulness through every generation. Your covenant stands forever. Your covenant stands forever. You are faithful. Your word remains.
From generation to generation,
Your covenant shall never fade.
your word endures through every age. Your covenant will never fail.
Adonai, forever faithful, every promise shall prevail.
From generation unto generation,
Your living waters ever flow.
אמונתך לדור ודור, בליתך עומדת לעולם. Rivers flowing from the mountain,
Your mercy never runs dry.
your word shall stand forevermore.
Adonai,
Be lifted high.
If you go into, this is the one I use. I use, it's AI.
after the days of Moses and Joshua, the Lord remained faithful.
Pause this for a minute.
Dot AI.
Yeah.
This is what I use. If you want to look at that and see the difference in things,
Yeah.
because in there it's a little bit more.
AImusicGen.ai.
It's a little bit more. It's different in the. It's got the drop down.
The interface is all very,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it is a little different with this stuff.
Yeah.
Not
So,
saying that you can't,
well, the AI
program it.
companies don't want to get sued by other AI companies for
Huh?
copying other companies' interfaces.
So what?
I said AI companies don't want to get sued by other AI companies for copying their interfaces.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but this seems to be a little bit. I mean, it's different in here. The other one is like
Yeah.
that one is it's easier to use, and And you don't have, I mean, you can use the free version, which doesn't, put into the long, lengthy, like 5 minutes, or it's like 3 minutes or something like that, three or
It's
4 minutes,
really,
or,
you can you
or
can really define kind of like the time on your song too. You can actually ask for it to try to keep it down below a certain time. Although
I try to keep it up. I want it like more time.
I like songs that run about 4 minutes, but but I have had some that ran 7 minutes even.
Yeah,
Now Suno times out at 8 minutes.
yeah. I think everyone does, because like 8 minutes is the tops
Yeah,
for the most part.
and if you want songs to be played on radio, you really don't want to make them too lengthy. Do you want?
I don't care about doing it on radio. I just
Well,
basically.
some people do. I mean, a good example. There's a radio thing that I'm involved with. And that is I'll show you. It's on my Facebook page. Um, gotta click on that. Come on.
So did it
So I
actually?
have this body of belief. It's called. Uh, yeah. Okay. As soon as I find it, there it is. Body of belief AIRadio.org. Right. So this is a radio station that plays music by people who develop AI music.
Uh,
And they'll take submissions from this page right here. It says bodyofbeliefairadio.org. And they haven't been on very long, so actually your stuff's got a good chance of getting heard.
well, I had a word in the prophecy that once I get it out there, it's gonna just blow. It's just gonna take off. And because
In order for your music to take off, you got to get it heard by
well,
people.
exactly, just YouTube, various different things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put on my own. I don't have Facebook. I don't put anything on Facebook. I don't like these people. And I'll just
I
do my
all
own
my
webpage.
albums. I have 3 albums on YouTube.
Mhm. And
And
I'll do my own web page and everything else. And
yeah, I have
because
that
because
too.
I'll probably do various different things into writings, music,
I
all
have
this other
that
stuff,
too.
etc.
I have Binghamton.com, which
Mhm.
is my lox and fry bread.
But the
Uh,
thing is that I'm trying to do in with this is just basically because I have the male version, I have the female version. The female is very very good, very
uh,
sexy
this is
voice.
my website
Yeah,
right
I've
here.
been there. Yeah.
Okay,
And
and albums.
it's on Song and Solomon. So it really good. It turned out,
What kind of music are you gonna do?
huh? I
What
do
kind of
things
music?
in the Bible and stuff like that.
Okay,
Everything's
same
Bible
thing.
oriented. Everything. Um, but I had to do research into the voice and how to get a sexy voice in doing the Song of Solomon into the female, even in the male, and looking at that. So that's because I've looked at others, in their version of Song of Solomon and everything else doesn't compare, to the one that I have. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring it. I want to bring it together because I have the male version, I have the female version. I cut them off and put it together, and that's where so that I can actually do worship with it, do a kind of like a male female dance with that into conjunction with
And
the
trying to
with the
get
song.
the AI to switch between male to female
Yeah,
back again without it
without it changing
without
into the male
glitching.
version into the
Without
female.
glitching, yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be difficult. Um, if you had a styles if you had the options like we have here,
I don't have any of that stuff.
that would help.
Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff.
But
none of that stuff.
I would think that this command like style influence, 85%, I bet you could put that in your styles text.
Oh, style influence?
Type in style influence,
Okay.
85%.
Let me write that down.
You
Yeah,
know?
that might do
See,
it.
now that might work.
Because you can program this thing.
Right.
It's
So,
just that I don't know.
and weirdness is probably a control that you could type in also. Uh, weirdness, style influence,
I have a hard time kinda like
and audio influence.
seeing all
So if
this
your
is-
software doesn't have these sliders, you could probably actually manually type
Yeah, I
it in.
probably could do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could. Because
Bracket, probably.
the large model AI software that reads these things is designed to look at stuff like that. What they did in Suno's interfaces, they just simply created little sliders to make it convenient.
Oh yeah, that's probably what it is, so that people can like.
But in your
interact with
software,
it.
they don't have the sliders. But you see, you probably still have the capability.
Right.
Because I'll tell you what, the engines that produce this stuff, these pretty much come from like an open source background
Right, okay.
somewhere. You know,
Okay, so that kind of like might do that.
that might work.
What is the vocal gender? What is that whole thing?
Which one?
It says vocal gender on the top of weirdness. Below exclusive styles, right here.
Oh, vocal gender.
Vocal genders.
That tells you to make your song all male or all female,
all male or all female.
or both.
Maybe
In
if
fact,
I
there's
do-
a little
maybe if I
question.
do- Maybe if I do that vocal gender.
Change the gender of the generated
Well,
vocals.
if I do vocal gender male, and maybe I could get that to sing the male part. Vocal gender female, maybe I could get that to.
You mean in like paste them together?
No,
Yeah,
like vocal gender male, and
Okay.
then whatever singing it in.
Right.
Vocal gender female. Yeah.
Well, I meant you're not going to have it sing it as two different parts and then put them all, edit the
I
whole
don't know
thing
what you're
together.
talking
Because I don't think that would work.
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh. I was just thinking about splicing it in something like Audacity or something, but that probably wouldn't work.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just basically.
You familiar with Audacity?
No.
Audacity is a free program that allows you to record, and it has multiple tracks. So it's multi-track editing software, and it's a freebie. So
Yeah, I have a Mac now, but so I'm learning how to do that because it's a little bit different.
yeah.
It's not seeing like I don't know. It's not seeing the thing exactly.
While we're still here and we're talking about the music and stuff, let me talk about something else that's part of this. This is a separate program called Chordify. Okay. In this software, I can take MP3s of my songs and I can put them in there and am I in the right Chordify here? Code create. Well, make sure I'm in the right one. I might be in the wrong one here. Hold on. Google. I'm used to doing this at home, not on this computer. All right, Chordify. Oh, it's Chordify.net.
Okay.
That's why it didn't look right. I knew something was out of place. So I'm going to log in. So I'm logging into Chordify. What?
You must have a slow computer.
All right, I can't do it on this. I guess I can't do it on this computer. Point is, Chordify will give me chords of my songs.
Okay.
Okay, that the AI created on the on the music. So I can actually create songbooks and things.
Okay.
Yeah. Or if you want to, if you play guitar, you could actually play your chords along with your music,
Hmm.
and then learn the song yourself.
Okay. So I have a question
It's like
into.
$50 a year or something like that.
Okay. So I have a question into a part. I mean, um,
Uh huh.
how do you like? Do you have something when you post it out and into some sort of like a picture and the words in there so that people can follow along with that, or is Suno just
Uh,
makes that, or what?
so to create, you mean to create a chord sheet?
No, no, no,
Oh.
nothing about chords. All about words. When it's singing the song, the words come up, and so people can sing along with it, just like you have
Yeah, yeah.
into the
Okay, okay.
overhead
Yeah,
projector or
sure. Let
anything
me
like that.
close this for a second. All right. Let's say we have this song we just did, we just listened to.
Okay.
And I go over here and I can go down here and under download, I have options. If you have, you can get MP3 or WAV,
Yeah, I see video.
okay? And there's this video option. So if you have this video option, you can create a video.
Right.
All right. Now, it's not that fancy, but it does show. I think I remember it showing the words, and
Right,
it.
right, right. I didn't know whether you had kind of like anything that program or anything like that outside of that. 'Cause,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to find is I'm trying to find just the simplex aspect. So because the one, I don't know, I don't
Well,
like their whole thing into
what I've done
percent
is
option.
I bought a program from NCH, which is an Australian company. It's called
How do you spell it?
NCH.
Well, E-N or
No,
I-N?
November Charlie Hotel. NCH.
Okay,
Okay,
NCH.
their software is called VideoPad. And VideoPad allows me to take photos and video and put it on a track, and then I can put music on another track. And what I do is I put I put my music on there on the music on the audio track, and then on the other track I put on pictures.
Okay, okay, that's what I'm looking at.
You know,
So,
and also between the pictures, it'll do dissolves and fades and all those
yeah,
technical
yeah,
things
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
how
yeah,
videos
yeah,
transition
yeah,
from one frame
yeah,
to the other.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't like their thing, and I don't like the video aspect of things and stuff like that. So what is it called? It's NCH.
NCH is the company, and the
Company.
software is called VideoPad. In fact, if you just Googled VideoPad, you'd be all right there.
VIDEOPAD.
VideoPad.
Okay, video pad software. Okay.
Let's try VLC Media Player on
Is
this.
that something you buy and you're able to download it like once, or that something that you have to?
They give you a trial
Okay.
edition, and then
Okay.
there's a payment. You can, I think it's close to $100, but
Okay, yeah.
for a year.
Oh, it's for a year.
Yeah. Or no, sorry. It's not
After
for
the
a year.
days of Moses and Joshua,
It's a
the
permanent.
Lord
purchase.
remained faithful to his covenant. From Aaron came Eleazar.
And this is the
From Eleazar came Phinehas.
this is an example of the video.
From Phinehas came Abishua.
Well, did a pretty good job.
As one generation passed the promises of God to the next, a young priest climbed the holy mountain with a sacred calling
No, but it looks pretty good.
to preserve the words of the covenant.
Right.
You have to go in there, you have to make the
This
It's basically
is a song of God's faithfulness.
That's very good.
So that's Suno's video thing. There are also a bunch of little there's a handful of little AI companies that will do videos and stuff like that.
Where do you find that? Because I can't find anything that's halfway decent.
Well, that's the tricky part, finding the right one. And
Because
sometimes one of them's good for one thing, and
Yeah.
then all the other stuff they do
But let
is
me
trash.
just say this: you go on, and you look up, like, say, messianic songs, and they do AI. Those beautiful, beautiful videos. Where do they generate that? Where? You can't find that online. There's nowhere you can find anything like that online. So how in the world do they do that? Where do they get their,
Well, that's a good question. I can't answer the whole thing. I don't know all those.
and is that a specific?
I haven't done a lot of videos except the things I've done manually.
Well, that's what I wanna get into is doing videos. I wanna do various different things.
Yeah.
Because so that people can purchase into the stuff, but the whole thing goes into is that I want to do videos because
Okay.
I want to portray into the most emphasis upon into the song. And to get
Okay.
the message across.
I
you know?
did on my Lox and Fry Bread channel. Okay. I did a Hanukkah operetta oratorio.
Hands still clutching the
I have rolling.
broken
This is no
spear.
video pad. I
They
did.
wept, yet
I have
they
the
did
rolling,
not curse the heavens,
used text.
for they knew his
Apparently,
death was not in vain.
Apparently, YouTube has added some.
Through his sacrifice, the people stood again, and the name of Hashem was honored from that place of sorrow.
That did to help me do this.
Was that on
Rose the promise of
Video pad is the program I
redemption.
downloaded to do this. All right. Now, see, now I have a new scene change. All right, new scene, new music. There we go.
It's called Video Pad.
Yeah.
When the
Now,
battles ended, the sons of Judah.
You just type that in, Video Pad.
Right. And another example I can do. By the way, there's Cup of Elijah, the movie we did in 1991. All right. Run, Jonah, run. This is another one he did with Video Pad. Also, I had Video
Go
Pad
to
with
Nineveh.
this
Nineveh!
little
Nineveh!
symbol in the corner.
Nineveh!
To keep people from viewing your videos. People do that out there. So I have this graphic.
The word came down like a trumpet blast. Jonah, go preach and go there fast. But Jonah looked east, then west, then south. Bought a ticket quick, shut his mouth. He said, no, 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 not today. Packed his bags and ran away. Oh, the clarinet started to cry, and the wind began to testify. The sea rolled up its sleeves that night. Something wasn't sitting right. Run, Jonah, run, you be me. They tossed him a fish with bad intent. 3 long days in minor key. Toes in ashes falling to the ground.
S.I.J. Tell everybody we can't. I really want to win.
Thing works out. God will accord with
focus. Alright, well, anyway, you get the idea.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks.
Anyway, I'd say this has been a good session,
Okay.
and we'll go ahead and put that to an end.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm going to close that, and we are at the end. See you next time, 2 weeks from now.